Hi, WGDP community. My name is Yoram, and this is our sprint update. Today is a little bit special, so we are doing our sprint update as a collective on the engineering side. So I will talk a little bit around what we did around the news, which is News 2.0. So in News 2.0 now we have the ability to comment on our video. Sorry, not on our video, on our news. So that means there is more interaction. You could ask and have questions, and basically you're able to comment and view other comments based on that news item that you are looking at. So to begin with, I just want to demonstrate how that looks and how that works. So this is a news page and I'm going to just show us how that looks. So we'll go down. So this is basically, this is an interview, and we have basically the video. And now we have this button here, or this tab here that says view comments. And what we're able to do now is when we click it, we're able to see some comments, right? So these comments are just, these were comments we're using for test, but we now have the ability to make comments. So you could come here and just make a comment on these news items. However, you have to be logged in order for you to make a comment on a news item. So if we do that, just as a form of a test to demonstrate how this works, and we decide to send our comment, we then now have posted a comment, and there it is, and there it appears. So that's basically it on the comments that we've added. So we have comments now available on many other sections of the application, and my colleagues will share more on that. So I'll hand it over to Dennis.
Hi, WGDP community. My name is Dennis, and this is my sprint update. So to pick up from where Yoram left off, we added comments to the news section, and one of the other features that we rolled out this sprint was a business profile. So with a business profile, the users of the application, or Nkwashi residents in this case, and now have the ability of having a reference of businesses that they can use that are either Nkwashi verified, or Nkwashi has allowed their clients to use when doing construction. So as you can see, when you come to the home screen, initially we didn't have the towers at the bottom. Like there are two new additions at the bottom. So one of them is the business card. So when you click on the business card, it brings you to a business directory page where you have a list of businesses. So since this is a test, we only have one business registered with sample data. So if we had more businesses, it would have to populate a longer list with the business name, a logo here. This is just a placeholder, maybe a logo, and the business category. So once you come to this screen, when you click on the business name, it will present you with a business profile. So this business profile now has certain information that can be used, for example, to reach out to the business, which is at the top here. We have the business name, the number, say the email address, or the homepage for the particular business. So this badge here is one that shows whether the business is verified or not verified. So if it's verified, it should show Nkwashi verified here. And in this case, since it's not verified, it will display as is. So at the bottom here, we have three tabs. So on the profile, we have a description. So let's say, for instance, the business has a particular description that they want their potential clients to be seeing. That description will appear here. And then the second tab is operating hours. So all businesses have got hours and days of the week which they operate, and the hours in which they operate in. So in this tab, that's why I'll be able to show the operating hours of that particular business. So on the third tab, we have relevant links. So these would be links that have to do with a business. Let's say, for example, they have a promotion or a news post that we posted in the app is linked to the particular business. You'd find that link in the relevant post tab. So the other thing that was added was being able to inquire about the business. So the user will be able to ask about the business using this button here. So once this button is clicked, it will open the messages tab. So at this point, this message will go to one of the CSMs, and the registered user is the one who's going to appear on this on the sent messages. So from here, this is where we would say, just type the message for inquiring about a business. So when you hit send, it should send the message now to the admins or the CSMs to ask about this business, and they'll be able to assist you based on that. So this was one of the features that was worked on in terms of the business profile. So from here, I would hand over to Olivier to talk more about the other features that were implemented.
All right, thanks, Dennis. So my name is Olivier, as Dennis said, and I'm going to share with you a few things that we worked on in the last sprint. Our focus was mainly to get the user discussions, and also allowing the users to comment in WordPress. I think one thing that Yoram didn't mention on post is that we changed the way we had implemented the post earlier. So we're using WordPress as a CMS, but then we changed to use iframes as a way of getting cleaner pages that show as exactly as they should in WordPress. So that is more appealing to users. But then I'm going to show you on discussions. So we have a new tab called discussions, and basically what discussions that is that residents, clients, and admins can create discussion topics, and then other users, they can come and discuss on those topics. So for example, I'll go ahead and create a discussion topic. I'll say let's say environment. Then I'll add a little description, say how can we keep our environment safe and clean. Okay, there's a to type there. All right, so how can you keep it safe and clean? So I'll go ahead and click submit. Then once you hit submit, then you can see that it gets created and shows there. So all the users can see this, and once they click on it, then they can comment on that. Let's also show that. So yeah, they get to see the title of the topic of the discussion, the description, the person who created that discussion topic, then also all the comments that will show here. So I can do a test comment here to say one way would be to keep all the garbages where they belong and don't throw them anywhere. Right. So then I'll go ahead and comment. So if you've noticed, we tried to keep the UI more consistent, like across the commenting or the messaging. it makes it easy both on development and also on users to have something that they can easily relate to from one feature to another. So yeah, all the comments will show down here, and they show the last one show on top. Another thing that's worth mentioning is that once the comments are a lot and where the users needs to scroll, we show them fetch more, like a way of like loading more comments so that they can get to see other comments. The same mechanism applies on discussion topics as well. In cases like a lot, let's say more than 30 discussion topics, users have got like they get access to a way of getting to fetch more discussion topics without having to click next or previous. So yeah, then also I think we also spent like some time making sure that our code base is clean by adding more tests and also cleaning up a few things that we're not using. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it on my side. Unless if I've forgotten anything, have I? No. Yeah. So yeah, it's basically that. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, thanks for watching, and look forward for the next sprint. Yeah, Dennis, that's it for me.
Thank you for watching, everyone. We'll see you next sprint. Yoram, do you have anything to say before we go?
Thank you very much. See you next sprint.